So once you're completed laying out your pipe network system, you can choose to label or you can choose to analyze. We're going to go ahead and choose to analyze our system. You've got a couple options here. You have analyze, which is used when doing the stick figure layout in vanilla AutoCAD or even in Civil 3D if you're not using the pressure pipes. And then we also have Analyze C3D. That's used when you have utilized Civil 3D pressure pipe networks and you want to analyze that system. So a couple different options. We're going to first start with the first one. So I'm going to choose Analyze. In my command line, you'll notice we've got three options. We have Steady, Extended, and Fire. We're going to go ahead and do Steady. So I'm going to choose Steady from the command line. Give it a second to analyze the system. And when it does analyze it, it's going to give you an error report or a completion report. Very similar to Ethernet. Should be the exact same report as you see there. It's going to tell you all the information in there, maximum trials, number of pipes, tanks, nodes, so forth. So I'm going to hit close. When I hit close, it's going to give me another dialog box. And that's going to give me all the information about my nodes, all the information about my pipes, whether it meets the constraints or not, and so forth. So I'm going to hit close here. If we go back into our panorama, we also have additional information that has now populated in there. Okay, and once the dialog box appears, you'll see that it has populated the Ethernet demands, pressures. Again, the red means it did not meet our demands, and so we can go in there and view why it did not meet the demand, make changes, reanalyze, and so forth. So again, very helpful on the panorama side of things. We can also choose to label it. So if I want to come here to the labeling, I'm going to select Label. It's going to give me the Label Builder dialog box. I can tell it what type of object I want to label. So let's do our nodes. From there, we can choose which items to label. So maybe I want to have my ID, elevation, and maybe we'll just do the pressure. We can select any of those and we can add the selected down here. So we're creating this label composer. We can remove them, we can move them up, we can move them down. We can select individual to label, or we can simply select label all, hit OK, and it puts this little piece of text in here that gives us that information. It's just a block, just mtext or a block here, and we can select them all, go to the properties, and maybe we can change the height of those. So pretty easy at that point. It's just AutoCAD. Can be updated pretty simply. Same thing with the pipes. So let's do this one more time. Let's go ahead and add a label to our pipe. Let's give it an ID, a length, a diameter, and maybe we want the flows and velocities. Add it, label them all, and hit OK. So very simple. We can analyze it, we can label it, we can make our edits, we can adjust our system, we can reanalyze it, and we just go back and forth and through reiteration after reiteration until we get a successful system how we want it to be.